much.
Okay.
Are you having trouble with that?
Well,
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
It's fighting every step of the way. It wouldn't go live.
One of my cats was killed.
I think it's live now.
Do we know whose dog?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's a start.
I don't personally know them, but I know where they live. And my mom's not happy about the situation either, because she has little dogs.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking about the dogs of
Yes.
over on 7th Street, or are we talking about the dogs that are on the
We're
end
talking
of
about the
White?
dogs at the end of Cook Street, up by the school.
Up by the school. Yep, we talked to them just the other day about that.
I seen that. Okay.
So no more public comments? Okay, we're gonna go with reports. We have the, oh no, we're gonna do adjustments first. We didn't get those put on, so we have, Alyssa Boo, Haviland Auto Repair, Harrison Township, Park, and the Women's Ministry on Langford, Dawn Christmas, and P. Hackett. And all of those have been fixed, right?
Yes.
So we need a motion to adjust the sewer on those leaks because they have been fixed.
Oh my God, motion to adjust the sewer levels.
All in favor?
Supposed to be.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. So we'll have the clerk's report.
Okay, so the annual financial report that was due in 2024, the 2024 AFR report has successfully been submitted, and the record is all submitted as required. I will have to go in and correct some of the stuff on the financials once we have a better understanding of the town's debts and where we stand once we get everything all balanced. The 941 filings, so the 2024 941 filings are past due, and outstanding taxes for the 2024 remain unpaid. Efforts are ongoing to address this issue and bring those accounts back into compliance. This was due to the previous clerk's negligence and not submitting them. The first quarter for the 941s for this year is on its way to being submitted. We've got all the paperwork and we're hoping to have that done by next Thursday. The workforce development report, which is something that we have to do quarterly, it's due for 2025 and we're getting ready to submit it this month when it's due. For the financial updates, we are pleased to say that all the bills and outstanding invoices that we know of to date are all, and the ones that are being presented tonight, have all been paid. Bank reconciliations were not completed for the entire year of 2024. Due to this negligence, we are starting from 2024 and bringing those records back up to date. We updated our funds to the State Board of Accounts starting balances that they had did for the December 31st, 2023 audit report. Doing so will make reconciliation hopefully more accurate going forward. Keystone is our billing system used for both utility clerk and clerk treasurer to track the financials and for the customers. So that's what we're doing. We've got to go through the entire system. There was stuff that was deleted. It was a mess. It's been a mess. But we're working on getting it cleaned up. So we've got our current balances for the three main funds, and they're as follows. Water operating has $99,437.11. The sewer operating has $102,263.54. And then the general fund has $653,980.49. I'm currently putting together a debt management folder to get everything back on track so that we know what's needing to be expended. That general fund sounds like it has a lot in there, but it actually doesn't. Once we expend everything for the grants that we owe, the water tower, it's going to really take a hit. The water and the sewer, it's really exciting because Randy has worked her butt off to get that money coming in. We're making the transfers for the first time in how long? For a long time. We do weekly transfers, we do the weekly reports, and everything is being tracked. They know everything that's coming and going, which is why the finances is back on track.
Yes.
That's all I got.
I will say, everybody working together, you, Alicia, the girls at the bank, Randy, Sue, it's all coming together, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. Okay, police department.
We did not get the can lights for the outside of the building ordered yet. We'll have to do that. Our training's this weekend. The booster fan, Don?
That, I haven't got it yet.
Okay, no booster fan yet. We're gonna do did you guys put a thing out about the junk vehicles and the ordinance that'll be coming up in the nice warm weather? Did you put anything out about that yet?
No, we haven't really officially done anything except just put a reminder out that,
What, on Facebook?
Yeah.
need to.
We're gonna put a little thing out there. It's
Nope, we're
gonna-
doing that for the
Yeah,
for the meeting.
along with cleanup day,
Yeah.
said springtime's coming, you guys are gonna be out for that.
Yeah, there's a few junk vehicles around town, but then the grass will be coming into full swing here shortly, I'm sure. Other than that, that's all we've got. Oh, the chair thing.
Yeah, yes. The other day when we had our wonderful breakfast, thank you very much. I enjoyed that. It's nice for all of us to be able to be together like that. The chairs fell and I did not shoot them. But me and Don.
It
were
was
look-
close.
Yes, but me and Don were looking for a chair holder. That one actually was cheaper until I opened it again today, because I looked at it again, I guess they upped the price. So if I keep looking at it a few more days, it'll probably go back down if I don't buy it yet. But, it would hold all the chairs that we have, and it's under $100.
And you could roll them around if you don't want them in that spot, unlike it is now where you gotta move them one by one.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And, before we leave their department, Terry did call the county and ask about the street cleaning. I don't know what they call the street cleaner,
It's a sweeper,
sweeper.
it's a big old sweeper.
Yeah, so after we have our cleanup day, sometime in the next week or two after that, we're going to, borrow it from the county and do Main Street.
Unfortunately,
Nobody really knows how.
unfortunately, they don't come and do it for us. We gotta go pick it up. And we
I know
gotta-
how to run.
Okay.
We got a trailer.
All right.
Yeah,
We
but
will
when
be-
we-
If it gets damaged, we will be responsible, I'm sure. That's part of
When
the
we
thing.
get a date set, we need to put out, try not to park your cars
Right.
on Main Street for a
Just
certain
tow 'em.
hours or whatever.
Just tell them.
Do you need this for anything?
Just approve it.
I'll get a copy from Terry.
You guys wanna do a thing for, what is it? Cut it off at $100 probably, in case it goes up more or whatever.
So make a motion. whatever.
Make a motion to purchase a chair holding rack for no more than $120.
I'll second that.
All in favor? All opposed? Motion carried. That all you got?
That's all I got.
You guys be safe going to training.
Thank-
Where's it at?
Indy.
Indy. Okay, water report.
Well, since being in here and doing the water report, I can actually, and you're entering the reads in, kinda had a calculation from the paperwork, and before those big leaks that we fixed, it was like 60% loss, and since we got those fixed, we're somewhere right around 30, so we have a couple more leaks in town. That should get us under our 25% once we get them fixed. Sutherland is supposed to be here Monday or Tuesday to start on that and do the tap, and if not, we're just gonna go to the BT drainage and call them, if Sutherland can't get to that this week, so that, which is gonna rain, but if he's not gonna be able to get to them, then we need to get somebody to get in here and get those fixed, especially that water's coming on 14th Street, going down the highway. A lot of people are very concerned and let us know, but So we got those to get fixed.
Okay,
So he's not coming this week?
He, from what I understood, Doug is saying, you can correct me if I'm wrong, he was working on his backhoe. And he was supposed to be here Monday or today. But he was not here Monday, was not here today, so I'll have to call him back in the morning and see if he has a time frame, because he's supposed to be doing the meter tap over there on the highway for the new house that's come in. And he was gonna start on
In
this
March.
leaks.
the pallet, the people that run the pallet
okay.
place that built the new house. I don't, Morales, is that their name? Okay.
Well, he has used our mini before.
And Doug told him that he could.
I'll call him tonight. See.
Okay, just check with Randy when you talk
I'll
to
let
him.
you know if I.
Okay.
And I told her, I think we might have some kind of leak down on South Main Street, so they're gonna check that out tomorrow.
Water always stands there, but it is a lot more than normal.
I checked, it was moving, and when I walked up that little hill, it
Mhm.
wasn't all the way to the top, but it,
It's almost to her, Jackie's old meter though.
well, see, I stopped it before the guy that lives in a garage.
Yeah, well, her meter's like right there. I've seen that the leaves were all wet and everything up through there.
Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised.
all right, well, I think there's something going on there. Sewer report.
That's good, we started eco light today, so we'll see how that goes. Just trying to get prepared for the storm, so.
So did you replace any of the bulbs with baby spots? So they just work?
Well, they're on. See what
Did you ever get a little air conditioner for that building?
No,
You need to do that before it gets hot.
yeah, I'll get that measured and get with,
I think the last one we bought was under $100.
yeah, I think it like Amazon or something, but I'll measure it again and get that taken care of, because I think we did that, I think you guys approved it a couple years ago.
We did.
And it didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Okay, so you don't have anything different from where they're drilling out there, nothing's
No.
in the plant?
No, they stopped, and then the last few days, they've been filling up trucks all day long,
Yep.
so, no, that don't affect me, that's just water, so.
Alrighty. Street department.
We completed all the routine maintenance on all the vehicles, the heavier machinery and the excavator. We fixed about 6 water leaks since last time. Replaced several faulty meters. We put in the pipe over at 14th and got it covered. We got the one-way markings painted on Langford, so the spring break.
I was at the gym twice this evening, and both times there was a car sitting right on that middle line.
But other than that, just ongoing tasks. Just a lot of locates coming in for the new fiber.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but, Frontier is doing fiber now. And they're also doing a pole
Ariel.
aerial. So they're using the pole, the deep
Yeah,
poles
deep pool.
instead of burying a lot of it, which is supposed to be, a lot quicker.
I was gonna ask, would we be able to add, that intersection of 8th and Langford to the crosswalks? Because there's a lot of kids that walk Langford
Yeah,
right there.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't think any crosswalks is a mistake.
You might wanna put a crosswalk out here, so people from there to here, cause I thought, oh, there's no crosswalk.
We can do that.
From the parking lot to,
Yes.
Downtown.
good idea.
Thank you.
They got that the Kawasaki and the Mule Kawasaki, what is it called?
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki and the Polaris, where you guys wanting to get the oil from Thompson's to get those changed?
I don't know
the
where you
kids?
can buy that. Does real
Or does that matter?
No.
You guys could
I'm
probably-
asking you guys'
You guys
opinion.
probably get that through Amazon too. Do you guys have it where you get through Amazon?
Yeah,
I mean, the
he's
filters and all that, Buddy, come in today and made a list of the things,
Make it happen, Captain.
spark plugs, filters, oil filters, fuel filters for the Mini, and I just didn't know, like, if you had to specifically get those filters from Thompson's or to replace those with.
Thompson's probably gonna be higher, Amazon. should be
Normally we
cheaper.
shop them out and
I
get
was
the
gonna
best.
say, I think when we bought our filter and oil, it was under $30 for our.
Alright, so we get that stuff ordered and then Buddy will get all that changed out.
Yeah, wherever you get the best
Theirs.
price.
Theirs and ours, the Polaris Ranger and their Mule.
Just find out what the specs are and find the cheapest place to order.
Yeah. Now, is there a certain range you're wanting to stay at? Or on that, or just get everything running and changed out for maintenance like it should be?
Yes, and Doug, you're starting the books on all that stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Danella.
Yeah.
Have you guys changed out all the old meters yet?
Not all of them, but
Okay.
we're working on them.
Okay.
Every time there's an issue, they're replacing them,
Okay, because I just wondered if mine got replaced yet.
you know.
She was at my house today.
Brenda Barrett.
Nothing that,
Yeah, I was doing locates for
Yes.
the viewfinder.
You know, I'll tell you, I have them wrote down. So you can go on it and then I'll tell her.
So-
Hers is on this.
Doug, did you order signs, or the signs that are over there are just what people?
You live
have
right
brought
across
you
from Treadways?
Um,
A lot of those
Does
are
she live right
just
across from
damaged
Treadway?
signs.
Okay, I changed that out a long time ago.
I do
Oh,
have
did
some
you?
new signs that are back
are you
there.
serious?
Well, I
Long
said,
time
the
ago.
one at our end of the road, somebody
Yeah,
put
you're
back
right.
up. And
Yeah.
it's on its way
Yeah.
down for a long time, but I saw that.
We've
it
had
was up.
several that we have changed out.
But
She got a new one.
I do have,
Yeah.
I put in.
She's got one of the new
quote
digitals.
for- at Clover
It's not
Digital
the,
Mueller's.
and I'm
it
just
shouldn't be
waiting
the
for them to
drive-by
get back
though.
to me.
Okay.
She wanted specifications, I was tagged in that
Well,
email, cause
It is a
they were
drive-by, but
trying
it's
to
not
sell
the
us
radio.
the
You're
poles
on the list to be
that
changed
were
out, but you haven't.
crazy expensive.
They're
He,
right there.
he ended up saying no.
It hardly any for. There's-
No.
there's a-
Oh no, they
It's
wanted them to be
it's
like hun, like
Adaptable.
crazy fancy, so we were like,
We're not gonna do
no, so we had, when they
It won't
sent
be
the
a
quote,
digital.
he forwarded it to me to see if that's what you guys, I was like, no, it's not within budget.
Do you have that
We'll have to let
digital
you
info
know.
book? The,
So, old style meters is what they put
the
in.
one that we always ordered the
They're
signs out
How
of?
much is
$100
that
cheaper
for?
per meter.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't
what
care what
Connor
it's like,
sign?
I just know.
That's
I always
what-
say-
I'll have to look around, see if I've got one.
Yeah,
10%
I've heard something
a
there too.
year that we have to change no matter what.
I like those because
Basically,
sometimes
550
Brazil, they
customers
just
at
have
6
those
meters.
photos on
Okay.
lines.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering.
I'm not sure that that'll last as long. I don't know. It could be. What else you got? I heard, this morning that our tower fell down. It was kind of, and I thought, oh my lord. Somebody was playing an April Fool's joke on Facebook.
Wow.
So I thought, I was ready to jump in my car and go.
What are you gonna do, jack it up?
I was gonna cry, probably. So I think the other day at the employee meeting, we had discussed getting gravel for the, west side, where they are gonna put, stuff to burn and stuff, and leave the other side where they're working to see if, what they're gonna do to repair it when they leave.
Okay,
The tank is supposed to be completely finished, by mid to late April. That doesn't mean the water part is, but the tank itself is supposed to be finished. That was the update that we got. So once they got started, it didn't take
Well,
them
we
too
need to
long.
spread stone in the back, on the
Yeah.
north side,
And make sure it's
and
clear on the
maybe
water.
a couple on
on the
on the
front.
front, on the south side. Instead of popping, stop, they could, there's plenty of room for them to spread.
So do you have anything else? No. In old business, the Code Red alert system is now disabled, is that correct? But they did
The reach,
reach,
yes,
yes, we're going to Code Red.
yes.
The reach is going to be disabled, but is it? Because I thought they were gonna send out one message.
So they gave us a grace period. He was very, very understanding. Our contract expired yesterday.
Mhm.
He said that Terry can go in and send it and they'll send out that. He also is going to save all of everybody that had already, subscribed and send that stuff over. Ken was very, very sweet about it.
Okay. I just didn't get an alert that they were shutting it down, but,
No, we've not did it yet.
okay.
He said we can do it within the next week or two, so I'm gonna get with Terry and then we can make everything, and then we can even port over hopefully the contacts from there to the new one.
Can we put out that scanner thing on the alert, or will that will it take an image?
I don't know. We can
You're
try.
supposed to be able to scan it with your phone. Did you guys get these on your chair?
I thought I seen that on Facebook.
Yeah, this is countywide.
Yeah.
And once we get signed up, we can opt out of like Knightsville and Carbon,
Oh,
and
okay.
those kind of things, and just keep the south end of the county.
Okay.
I know we got some weather stuff the other day from it whenever we had signed
Yeah.
on.
So we're going to hang that in a couple different places and then, put it on Facebook.
It's on social media.
Okay.
You know, you were talking about, since you're talking about this and weather related, and somebody had posted something about places for people to go that live in trailers. Yeah, did you talk about the beginning of the meeting?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
It was before the meeting.
Yeah. What about like the Rock, they have a basement, or the church up the road on Cook, White.
White. We're the Free Methodists on White, so I was trying to think when our next board meeting is. I'm gonna bring it up and see what they say.
Or the Rock, that would be another good place, they got a.
I can contact Laura and see if that would be available.
Yeah, I think we could probably get,
A
probably.
couple
a-
places wouldn't hurt
100
to spread out for some people.
Yeah.
I thought they said the Nazarene Church opened their doors. to
Yeah.
get their-
Yeah, they did. But it would be nice to post a couple places.
Can we get in the vault?
The thing is,
Everybody but you.
our church, you better bring a deck of cards or something, cause we have no televisions or that kind of stuff, so,
Thank you.
yeah. The tower update, I just said that, the coating, which is the paint, the primer and stuff, is supposed to start around the 7th of this month. So, they're saying it's gonna be done mid or late April, so. We have office help that we were looking at to help cover when, Sue might be ill, that she can't come, or we have people on vacation. We interviewed, one applicant, and I think they might just have her answer the phone, take money, just be a body in here, so we don't have to close the doors.
I thought we agreed to go ahead and hire her and on an as-need basis.
As needed.
Yes.
Is that? Speak up.
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
set a price.
No. I would say whatever the ordinance says, I don't know
$13 to $15 an hour.
I know what she did say.
Well, we,
Okay. I didn't hear you.
No, I'm just saying, we're still getting things lined out and on track,
Yes,
so I hate to just,
there was somebody else in there. Yeah.
well, it's just like that Sue is sick and can't make it,
Yeah,
and Randy and them is out doing something.
yeah. I think,
She's not in every day, it doesn't have to be in.
well,
I'm in every day, all day.
Well,
This doesn't get done if I don't.
so basically Sue, if she's not here, she wouldn't be getting paid, and this other lady would get paid. So we're not spending extra money, we're just having a fill-in if needed.
Yeah, I know you talked to Sue about.
I have not, I sent her a message today to see how her chemo went.
It's going really good. She was in.
She was in?
Yep.
Okay.
She was in twice.
She told me, she said she feels.
After chemo, she come in?
She was in, she went home and cooked livers and came back. She's doing just fine. She's got treatment tomorrow, and Friday.
I'm telling you, she said,
I
I'm
want
gonna
her
be
kind of
making it, it's
chemo.
not
Yeah.
gonna get me
I was
down.
knocked out.
And she was prepared to come in on Monday because she's getting her, what was it, Randy? Her iron thing or something? I can't remember what she said. Some sort of booster thing, and then she was ready. She was feisty and gung ho.
Good for her.
Yep, it was good to see.
She did text me back and told me she was doing good, so.
Well, we can, hold that position for her until we need her,
Yes, I would
How's that
say
sound?
until we
Yeah.
need her, yeah.
until
That'd be fine.
Sue took that.
Yep.
Noted.
We're looking for somebody to do labor work as far as mowing, weed eating, weed killing, helping with digs if necessary, so we need to put an application out for that. Are we still good with 3 to 4 days a week?
Yeah.
Okay,
I will post it on social media and our website.
yes, and I think that is also $13 to $15, so that would be, if you get a young high school kid, you're gonna start out lower, get some, middle-aged guy that knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Okay.
And I did clear it with insurance.
We'll talk about that when it comes to it,
Okay.
during an interview or something. So you can go ahead and set a date for interviews if you'd like.
Okay.
I have my calendar.
I'll probably see how many applicants and then I'll message you guys.
Oh, there is a big one right here. It's on March and we're in April. So I would, if you put it out, when did you put it out?
I'll put it out this week, so probably tomorrow.
Okay,
If we did it in 2 weeks, we could hold interviews the 21st to the 25th.
I wanna do it sooner than that, don't you?
What?
Can we do it sooner than that? Like 10 days?
Okay.
If you get any applicants in 10 days, we'll do them then. So
We can do it next Thursday. That'll be 10 days.
That's the 10th?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you available on the 10th?
I guess,
We'll see.
let me and Donna do. With what time?
I don't care, you name it.
I agree with everything.
4 in the afternoon?
4?
I'm just,
What?
He likes mornings.
I'm kidding.
We could do 8:30.
Okay, I would start 8:30 and do, them
15-minute
15 to
increments.
20 minutes apart.
Okay. Alrighty, I'll get on it.
I would like to clarify, paying the water bills. If they pay the water bills through bill pay, which I do every month, but I always pay mine on the 1st, so it always has time to get here. But when people are using bill pay, the bank sends them out on
Immediately.
a time, and when they're mailed out, we had a stack that was mailed out on the 6th of last month, and we did not get them till the 21st, which put them all late.
Which has nothing to do with the bank.
No, it doesn't.
It's
the
just snail
mail.
mail.
It's everything going to Indianapolis and coming back here. We have proof that you were mailed them out on the 6th. So it's not that. So I would suggest putting on Facebook.
Mhm.
If you're going to use that, make sure you pay them early enough that they're gonna get here, even before the due date, because I always put them on before the due date.
And No Doxo.
Yes, and do not
No
use
Doxo.
Doxo. There is a couple of things that we needed to talk about. We had, within the last 2 weeks, somebody went in and changed, IDs and, all the credentials and logins and recovery, passwords. And it wasn't anybody in this room. So I have a letter,
In town of Clay City.
yes, and not, no longer employed by Clay City. But, I have a call into the attorney to see what can be done about that, and you sent all that information, correct?
Yes, yeah, Don came in, and he signed and helped me sign all of the authorizations to recover pretty much everything. And then I sent all of the proof, in the person's personal email and phone number that they had
Yes.
attached it to the attorney.
And it took 2 full days to get it all lined out, and he seems to think that we can collect all the hours that were put in to get it straightened out. And then, another thing is we have a payment schedule set up with an outstanding balance from one of our employees that we are trying to collect. So I do have some things turned into the lawyer to get, approved to recoup some money. The other thing is we have tried to contact the FBI on the other case, and we still have no word on what's going on with any of that. And until they tell us, there isn't any news on it. Bitco, which is our workman's comp policy, they have, sent a notice of cancellation to us, so we are shopping out through our insurance company to get a new workman's comp policy and company. Open bids we are having for repairs on potholes, cracks, and such in our roads. They are not in bad shape. We have done a lot of our roads. So last year, Tim had a company come in and they done a lot of patching and stuff, and it was pretty reasonable, and they did a really good job. So we're looking to do that again instead of trying to pave more roads. We are going to put some gravel, I think, somewhere. Did we talk about that?
Gravel where?
I don't know.
Hmm?
Where were we gonna put gravel?
14th Street.
14th
Oh, on
Street.
our property.
Mhm.
Okay. Another thing we have a lawyer working on is a loan forgiveness, because our general account is going to be in a deficit soon. We have money coming out for our ARPA fund, which we got from the COVID money, and it has to be spent by the end of the year. So there's $187,000, and then we have, a loan that we had borrowed for the sewer department to get the plant repaired of $100,000. So we're asking for our lawyer to, do a forgiveness on that loan, so that sewer plant, or the general does not have to go back and pay the sewer. No, the sewer doesn't have to go back and pay the general account, so that backwards. Flex time, we had flex time that had to be used by the end of the pay period. We had trouble getting people to use their flex time because it never fails, something always happens that they get called in and they don't get it used. So instead of losing it, we're gonna change that to each quarter. Is that good? So they have the first quarter to use their flex time. Okay.
So is flex time and comp time the same thing?
Yes. it
Okay.
is. We have invoices to pay for, our water tower project. So we need to make a motion on to pay these. It is, Mike Kleinpeter and Midwestern, and these two invoices are gonna come out of our ARPA money, which is the funds we got for COVID. We have till December to spend this money, so we're gonna start using some of these to pay these accounts. So I need those two approved for ARPA funds.
Do we have a grant for $5,000 to fix sidewalk
We
out
do,
here?
but we have a grant from the,
Wabash Valley Community Foundation for $5,000.
it was for a sidewalk. We had talked to him about using it for paint or something different because we have not got all the bids for a sidewalk. We can still do a sidewalk, but we have to figure out what we're gonna do.
I have some thoughts on this out here,
Okay,
and it will prevent flooding too.
alright, so you're gonna put like a drain or something in it?
Yeah. And slope it in.
Do you think we could do it for 5,000? Cause all that will
The
have to be
quotes that
fixed.
we received was much more than 5,000. The minimum was 7,000 and it didn't have a drain.
From who?
Lisa got
Yeah,
one.
those were all Lisa. There was another one for like $6,000 and that one was in Plainfield, I think. And that was they were very, very vague on the scope of work.
I think we could get someone local cheaper.
Yeah, it's gonna have to all be dug out and a drain put against the building or something.
There's a drain out there. I talked to Doug about it. And
Okay.
it'd only be like 6 foot.
So when we meet on the 10th, do you wanna go out there and talk about it?
And I'll show you what we have in mind.
Okay,
Expending these in the motion.
I'll make a motion to pay these,
so it's Klein Peter for 11,000,
Klein Beater for 11,000 and
Midwest
Midwest for $11,046.94
and those out of the ARPA money,
out of our
our ARPA fund.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Water
Motion
and-
carried. Okay, so those two are going to come out, and then Mike, the reason we split them up, these two for Codwell are gonna be paid out of our Okra money, because it has to be spent by December, or August, and these have to be spent by December, so we're splitting them up. It's the highlighted one.
Yes, jacking around.
I'll make a motion to
Okay, invoice for,
invoice for $20,250. And then invoice 5 is $67,500.
and those are both to Codwell, and it's out of the ARPA fund. No,
Now, Okra.
Okra funds. Sorry.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. The other thing I have is, last month we put in, an ordinance for 2025-4, and it was the nepotism one on where employees couldn't pay their family members, they couldn't do their checks, all of that stuff. The attorney went over it, and we have some stuff we're gonna add to that, so we're gonna amend that ordinance, and it's 2025-4, and add more verbiage to that. So I need a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to add that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried to amend ordinance 2025-4. Do we have any other business?
We need the motion to approve the State Board of Accounts invoices. We've got 2 outstanding bills and we've gotta get those paid.
Hold on.
It's in your minutes, or in your agenda, second page. Right there, no, right
This one?
here. Yeah. On that page right there. No, on the,
Other
right,
page.
right here. Yep, right there.
I was going off my other one, and didn't have that on there. So, our audit, that we had 3 separate bills for the audit that they did. The general audit will come out of our tax money, so they automatically take it.
Mhm.
The water utility and the wastewater utility are all billed separate. So this money we have to pay out of those utilities. So out of the water utility, we have $32,169.87. And I need a motion to pay that State Board of Accounts invoice.
Make a motion to pay it.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. The wastewater utility is $22,683.47.
I'll make a motion to pay that. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. What else did I miss?
That's it. You're on target. You good?
Sorry. Well, if we don't have any further business, we're going to pay the bills.
Make a motion to pay the bill.
Thank you.
Is this for our private use of?
Yes. Second that motion to pay the bills.
For vacuum? I was a question. No further questions.
I don't think so.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, so we're going to adjourn, and our next meeting date is May 6th, but we have an employee meeting on May 28th.
You need April.
March, or April. Yeah, April, May.
What day's the
just
ribbon
not
cutting?
been
and
Friday.
what time is
It was,
Friday, April 18th at 5 p.m. And it's on social media.
it is?
I just made an event page.
So are things going better with you for us? So we're adjourned.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
What'd you say, Randy?
Shameless plug.
Randy, did you have something you wanted to add?
Like, subscribe, and share.
Okay, don't take off.
She's the only one I heard.
Paper.
Because she stood up and spoke loudly.